All right, take a lesson, Texans. This is how you tank. All right, the Arizona Cardinals, this is how you tank. All right? Because they decided, you know what, Colt McCoy, a little too competent. Just a little too competent at the quarterback position. Let's roll the dice. Was it Clayton Tune now? Or Josh Dobbs are going to be their starting quarterbacks?
Who just got there 4 days ago.
Doesn't even know neither one of them really know the A playbook or the playbook. Hey, Texans, this is how you tank. All right, you leave no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, too competent. I like the way you put
Colt
that.
McCoy was way too competent. If you're trying to tank, no, man.
He may stumble into some wins.
Right. They may get inspired by Colt. You know, he's a good leader too. No. We don't need a guy like that in the locker room. You know, he'll rally the troops, have that me us against the world mentality. Colt ain't trying to go out there and get embarrassed. No. Way too competent. Somebody else could use Colt. We don't need Colt. Somebody else actually could use him because they need a competent backup. No. He's way too competent for this tank job. There you go. Well done, Cardinals. Yeah. Well done. I mean, you got this is a great tank job right now. The way it's looking. I mean, it seems like if it fails, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if this tank fails.
No, I mentioned last week one of the easier future bets. I'm sure it's changed since yesterday, but you remember the over/under win total for the Cardinals. I know it's the 17-game season.
Man.
Was 4.5, and I'm like, there's no way this team wins 5 games.
You did say that. You put money on it.
No way they win 5 games.
Did you put a little change on it?
Yeah, futures bet. I mean, you gotta get it last week. And look, anybody who's paying attention knows that this is a brand new head coach. Mm-hmm. It's a brand new general manager, and all through the coaching search, the Kyler Murray injury and his attitude was a big part of the search. I mean, who's going to take this job knowing that the starting quarterback's hurt? I mean, it's almost, as I heard people yesterday act surprised that Kyler Murray wasn't activated. Kyler Murray had surgery on his knee in January.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this guy's not ready to play, and he's their franchise quarterback. Whether he's going to be after their tank job and they draft Caleb Williams or whatever happens, we'll figure that soap opera out next offseason.
You hit the nail on the head. You hit it.
But there was no way they were going to rush him back on the field. But, you know, it was the evidence was all there when they didn't sign anybody other than Colt McCoy. I mean, that they just let Colt run the team. And then right before the start of the season, they trade for a young Joshua Dobbs, ain't even a young quarterback. He's been around the league since 2018. I mean,
but we know who he is. We know what Joshua Dobbs is. That's you know what I mean. That's and I'm not saying that, but he's a backup quarterback in the NFL. And maybe Clayton.
He hasn't even proven that yet.
He hadn't really.
Colt McCoy's proven he's a backup quarterback and can win you some football games if you put him on the field.
But that's the problem. You just hit the nail on the That's the problem. He can win you some football games. No. We don't need that. That's a variable we want to remove from the equation. He can win football. Oh, no. We don't need that. No. Can Joshua Dobbs win? No. Okay, good. Leave him in the equation.
Well, so they traded DeAndre Hopkins. Now they have no quarterback.
Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons has been traded because he's a good player. He's a good young player. So we got to trade him.
He might have a breakout year this year. Nah, we can't afford that. Get that guy out of here. That's how you tank, man. This is it. And they are going. I think they're trying to get that. You know, hopefully the Texans don't help them out.
Yeah, the Texans need to make their pick not as high.
Yeah, Texans need to show up because they can't have them getting 1 and 2. They definitely gonna get that first overall pick though, and they're drafting a quarterback, folks. They're drafting a quarterback,
and then they'll deal with the Kyler Murray. You know, because they can't release Kyler Murray at the end of the season. I mean, there's an $81 million dead cap hit that they would have to deal with it. And so, yes, I mean, they're tanking without a doubt. And you hate it for Colt this close to the season.
Oh, no. Colt, no. I mean, yeah, you hate it, but he's going to get picked up so quick. I honestly, I don't think it'll be 72 hours before Colt's picked up. I don't think so.
Well, I tend to agree.
When you upgrade your backup.
You're right. I shouldn't say I feel bad for Colt because Colt doesn't have to play with that team. I was worried that this was going to be shades of him when he was in Cleveland to start his career, and he was just getting crushed. Remember his dad had to go down to the sidelines to try to make because he was he's getting no help, man.
I remember that.
Nobody wants that for a player, and Colt McCoy has made a heck of a 12-year career out of this backup quarterback thing, and He'll find out. He'll find work. I mean,
there's no question. He's way too competent. That's why they had to make a move. They were like, nah, this guy could win a couple of games. Remember, I gave you the stat yesterday, guys, about we were talking about Trey Lance and Dak Prescott. Guys, last season, 68 different teams. 68 different starting quarterbacks. 68 different starting quarterbacks last season in 2022. If you look at all time, that's the second most behind the strike year where they had the replacement players. So if you just want to count just, seasons that are considered just normal seasons without a strike or replacement players, that's the most starting quarterbacks they've had in any one season. 21 teams relied on multiple starting quarterbacks, and you had 13 teams that played at least 3 quarterbacks. Colt McCoy is going to get snatched up, and he's going to play somewhere. Just based on the odds. Just kind of what, the numbers say. He's going to end up playing somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's too valuable.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Colt to get out of there, and this text says Colt's a man with too much integrity to purposely tank for a team anyhow. Yeah, he might try to win you some games. Do some film study, prep work.
Oh, man.
He gets to see those teams in the division twice a year, and that's the other part of my unders bet, the futures bet. They play in a division with the 49ers, the Seahawks and the Rams. They may go 0 for the division. They may go 0 for the season. I mean, they just don't have any good players. And
Colts go, that one, he's going to win. He's going to try to rally the troops, man. He's going to get you water, too. That's his thing, and you can't afford that. That'd make it too close. Well, there's another team there's going to be one team that's also really bad. We just don't know who it's going to be.
Well, we could probably predict, and we'll do that here coming up. And as we get close to the season,
Hopefully it's not the Texans.